Hello everyone, JJRR here, and in this video we're going to see the changes that Google made recently on the 19th of March to Google Hangouts Meet for teachers so that only they, as creators and calendar owners, could mute and remove other people in the meetings. Essentially, this means the students, because before what happened was the students were kicking professors out of the meeting or they were muting the teachers. So Google changed this for Google for Education to be able to guarantee that the students could not play around with the Hangouts Meet. As well, they made a slight change so that students couldn't go back in with the link that they previously had so as to have a conversation with other students to avoid things that could end up being problematic for the students and the school. So this was in relationship to something else they had pulled out on the 3rd of March, which was that all Google for Education and businesses could now use Hangouts Meet for up to 250 people and 100,000 viewers for live streaming, as well as being able to record, which was also very, very important for teachers. This being available until the 1st of July to help with those who are having problems during these times. So I just wanted to quickly show that this was already active. The change was active. So if we're in a Hangout Meet here and I go up here and I invite a student, let's invite this one. And we're going to click on Send Invite. So if we now go to the students, we're going to see that if the student decides to join the meeting in this case, so if I go in as the student and click up here, you're going to see that me as the student, here is the teacher. If I go down here, I cannot or no longer mute the professor or kick the professor out or move the professor from the Hangouts Meet. So there's a couple of other points here that we want to mention, and this has to do strictly with the administrator of the school so they can make this even more precise. If you see in the email that we received, there is a way for the student to dial in. We don't want this either. And we also don't want that the students begin to create meetings. Now, this will depend on the school, but some schools do not want the students to create Hangouts Meets. Other schools do want them to do that so they can work as a team. Either way, we're going to show the options that you can configure so that they can either do this or not. So presupposing that I am the Google administrator, I can actually go up here to the admin console, click on this, which will not come out if you're a professor or a student. This is only for Google administrators. Clicking on this will open up the admin console for me. And when I go here, the first thing I need to do is go over here to the three bars in the upper left-hand corner, and then go here to Apps and G Suite. And then here we can go down to Hangouts Meet and Hangouts and Google Hangouts. And when we're here, we just click on this area where it says Meet Settings. And then what we want to do is we want to go down to an organization, for example, students, where I do not want them to either be able to call in or start video calling. So as you can see here, I've already previously selected the organization that this is going to affect. And here we have let users place video and voice calls. I'm going to go here to the pen and I'm going to get rid of this check mark here. And then we're going to click on override, which means that given the fact the principal domain here has it as being possible, what I've done here is I've made a change to make sure that they can't. And then if I go up here, we have the possibility of telephony, and we're going to go here and we're click on this pen, and we're going to get rid of this as well and click on override. And by doing that, we have made sure that the students can no longer call in. So we have these two options. Now, again, this could be the different for each school because maybe the schools want the students to have the possibility of doing Hangouts Meet for teamwork, or maybe they want the students to call in because they don't have enough, their Wi-Fi is inadequate for them. So these options you want to take off only if the school really requires it, or otherwise leave them on. But either way, now you understand how to do this so that the students can no longer create Hangouts Meet by themselves if you don't want this, and they cannot call in. And by the opposite, you can actually put them on. Remember as well, if you haven't done this yet for your domain, if you're a school or a business, to turn on recording and to turn on streaming, all you have to do is go here as well and click on the pen and turn them on, as you can see here. And then if we go back to the meeting, you're going to see that if we go down here to the three dots, you also have the possibility of recording this meeting. When you click on this, you will be able to record, and then this will go immediately to Google Drive after you're done as a video. Please make sure that because you're dealing with students, if you're doing this as a live presentation, the students need to have already accepted that you want them to record them while they're in the meeting. Otherwise, the most prudent thing to do is just to record yourself presenting something and then share the videos with the students later on. Either way, you have this option here that you can use to take advantage of it. Finally, just as a side note, just to make sure you remember, down here you have the microphone and the camera, and both of these have keyboard shortcuts, Control D and Control E. I would highly suggest using these because many times if you're presenting something, that bar down there disappears. So instead of looking for the bar, all you have to do is click on Control D or Control E for video, and then automatically those things are turned on or off, so you can take advantage of those as well. So I hope this video helped out. If you need anything, you have questions or doubts, leave them in the description below. If you like this video, click on subscribe, click on that like button. And if you need something else, please let me know. Take care.